Again, it's Lord Hayward. I'm streaming some Dominions 5. I just started a stream. Then I stopped it because it said it was going to play ads every 5 minutes. And then I looked at my settings, and the settings said that that isn't true. So now it's back to normal. Who the fuck knows what that was? I am starting a new game for playing Raleigh something. I don't know. The Crazy People. I'm playing the Crazy People. I have another game with Michelin that I haven't given up on. I'm pretty early on with the death and destruction there, and I'm losing. My god died right away, but I was able to get back. And I have another Pangea game, Middle Age, that I also am playing, but I'm so far along in that one it got kind of boring. I feel like I'm winning, but I'm gonna get back to that one too. I just keep wanting to start new games, and this is Ryla, Roll, Yay, however you pronounce it. Um, are my second favorite group. They're like a Cthulhu-esque group. So that is what we're going to play. Oh man, now I see something else behind me flickering. What is going on today? Let me fix that. Okay, well, I think I fixed it. So many issues. And I even did like more of a check than normal. So let me check my settings like I always do here. Make sure everything's running how I want it to. You ever notice like on Windows, sometimes I feel like the stuff on the taskbar moves around, and I never can find it again. I mean, I can find it again. It's just a pain in the ass. It says the ad is starting soon, but I'm gonna get going here because I gotta create a new game. Create world. We're gonna do a random world. All this is fine. No, it's not. I'm gonna go enormous. We're gonna call this Twitch underscore yay. I don't know how to pronounce it. Uh, oh, it didn't like the whatever that thing is. I'm doing middle age. I like the middle age a lot. It's mostly what I play as middle age actually. I was looking through this. I have a Dominions 3 manual, and I was just flipping through it. It's good bathroom reading, and I noticed that all the people I play. It doesn't have everybody in there because of it's old, but are almost everybody that I play is whoops, oops, is middle age. So where are you guys? Gotta find them on my list here. They're probably right at the bottom. There they are. I'm gonna keep calling them Ryla, even though who knows what they're called. Ryla is an underwater nation, an ancient race of mentally superior beings from a fallen star has enslaved a colony of Atlanteans. Ryla has Atlantean slave troops, strange hybrids, and illithids who use mind blasts. And that's why I like them, is the mind blast. That shit wrecks everybody. The star spawn of Ryla are powerful astral mages. So that's what we're going with. Here, we're going to hit OK. I'm not going to read all this stuff. Well, maybe. In ages past, a distant star inhabited by a great race of strange alien beings, think like Cthulhu, was struck with an unimaginable catastrophe. The stars fell from the heavens, breaking into tiny shards. One such shard fell through the spheres and down upon the world. The shards came to rest on the ocean floor, and there was a remnant of this great race adapted and survived. They multiplied and enslaved a race of fish-like humanoids by sheer strength of mind. Ryla, the sunken city, is a mind-defying place built under sea with an architect unlike any known to man. In the halls of Ryla, the stars spawn. The great ones who survived the fall plan the re-emergence of their great race. The stars spawn are powerful mages with great knowledge of distant stars, and all of the great races are powerful mind crafters. All coastal forts of Ryla have a special well where women can submerge themselves in hopes of being impregnated by a great one. However, most will be taken by deep ones instead, and the women's offspring will be strange, fish-like humanoids instead of a noble star child they want. These half-human hybrids are usually devoted to the cause of putting mankind below the sea and often joining the army of Ryla free of charge. So it is. Oh no, here they are. These are the hybrids that you recruit from the forts. They just appear. They're little mutant dudes. They got like tentacle arms and stuff. They're cool. These are my favorite guys. I usually try to get these guys because they have armor and stuff. Comparatively, protection 17 compared to these guys, usually they're much more expensive. Protection 5, but they have mind blast anyways. Their troops usually enemy troops usually don't get to them. So here's all like their slave troops and shamble thralls, crab hybrid. These things aren't that great. I used to recruit them a lot, and then I stopped one day and just recruit scum. These guys can go on or on land, but they really suck on land. And this is their standard leaders. These are the two. I like his little, squid brain there. He can, as you know, has the ability to less likely to go insane when influenced by the void. They have this special ability where they can go into the void, and that's the other thing I like at them. They can go in the void and they can pull out. Not those guys. I think it's these ones. They can pull out basically random creatures, random spawn creatures. They don't have the best. Well, what does it say up here? Average? I guess they're average priests. I feel like they don't have the best priests. Can summon void beings. I don't think you can summon void beings, can you? I guess you can. I never send these guys in to do that, though. These guys that have sent in droves. Power, high summoning skill increases the chance of summoning powerful monsters from the void gate and Walleye. I don't know. A summoner will get about 1 skill point per successful summon. I send them in there until they go crazy. That's what this is, their void sanity. And what is this thing? Spirit sight makes it possible to see into spirit realm and see the true essence of being. Units of spirit sight get no penalty from darkness against see invisible units. You may wonder why it's so quiet. I think I already said this, but I'll say it again. The issue is I get like copyright strikes on the music for this. So I turned off the music, but the clicking should come through. And I did a test after my stream failed because it said there was going to play an ad every 5 minutes. Okay, we get the Void Gate. Love the Void Gate. An Astral Mage will enter to summon Void monsters and enables recruitment of Star Spawn. I also am playing music you guys can't hear. It's a little too loud. So these. What does this thing do? Yeah, it just produces gems. I don't know what I'm gonna do God-wise. At first I was like, maybe I'll thug it up like last time. But let's see what is this thing? An utter vast 340 points. It can teleport, it can blink. What is the difference? By blinking, this unit can move instantly to any square in combat. Unit with this ability will blink when using the fly orders in combat. Blinking in combat is unaffected by storms and much faster. Huh, maybe I will thug at it, dude. Affliction resistance, 99. He's got void sanity. He's got a lot of it. Maybe I'll have him go in, but usually they die. Honestly, usually they die. Innate spellcaster, spirit sight. He's blind. Damage reversal. This guy's a fucking badass. Ethereal. Does not eat. Magic being. Steel strength. Extra damage. It doesn't look like it does any damage. It just has an additional weakness. Huh, what else we got? So this is an underwater group. King in yellow. Yeah, this guy. He also has void sanity. This guy looks fucking terrifying. The King in Yellow is an otherworld being that spawned in the void. It was worshipped as a manifestation of the outer gods on that strange and distant star from which the great race of Raleigh came. Raleigh. Yeah, I don't know. Once it's I keep saying that. And after I mispronounce it, I say, I don't know, every time. Once this world is protected from the vile beings of the void by 7 seals placed by the Panto creator, but when the Panto creator disappeared, a star fell upon the world and the seals were shattered. The things from beyond began to manifest, and the King in Yellow is drawn by mortal dreams to the world of men. Now the star spawn of Raleigh have made the contact with the distant slumber gone eagerly await the awakening. I mean, he's okay. What did he cost? 160. I mean, his looks weird. It's like, what is this thing? A floating mine? Whoops. He's got all sorts of crazy shit. Astral fetters. This ability starts the astral space and tries to fetter everyone in this dimension. All teleportation, blinking, and returning other means of astral travel will be inhibited. Units with void sanity will still be able to make sense of the distorted space and escape the astral fetters. Mind slime. Anyone close to this unit will be slowed down as their mind gets exposed to visions from beyond. The effect is possible at difficult to resist magic resistance. Beings with void sanity are immune to mind slime effects. Huh. So he doesn't hurt his own guys. Vulnerable to salt. He's also blind. Oh, he's only aquatic, though. He can't come out of the water. Whoops. Yeah, these guys. Old Man of the Sea, Father of Monsters, Lord of the Waves. You know, because we're going to be underwater. Titan of the Sea. I've played this guy a bunch of times. The Void Lord. Wonder why. He's not that inexpensive. Statue of the Underworld. I played this guy a bunch of times too. He's cheap. Is the deal with him. Don't think he can move though. I don't remember this mind slime thing. Oh, he's aquatic only. Magic being, does not eat. I guess he can move. I thought he was like a statue. It's been a long time since I've played these guys. I've played this lady a bunch of times. She has dogs coming out of her. Unsurroundable. That's because he faces all directions at once, which is weird. Uh, I might go for this guy. This guy's tempting. Oh, I've played this Archmage on. He's aquatic. I've played him a bunch of times too. Grand Hydromancer? No. You could play some schmuck like this guy. No. I kind of like it like I looks too. Played this guy a bunch. I think I'm going to do this guy though. This guy looks like I could thug him out. He can teleport around. He can just mind blast the shit out of people and steal their strength. How much damage does mind blast do though? Damage 1. It doesn't do much damage. Problem with that is, and this doesn't do any damage. He doesn't have any. He's only got one. He just got spots for personal gems. So he can't like if if they survive all of his mind blasts, which don't do that much damage, he can't really fight back. I mean, I could just stick him in the back. He's got 88 hit points. 107. Doesn't say what this does. I mean, it says life drain. Half hit points and 2 FP per hit point drain. He's got tentacles. He's not as cool as this guy, though. I thought this would be an easy decision. Whoops. But it is not. Soul Leech. It's the same as that. Armor negates, magic resistance, weapon affected by... This weapon, attacks with this weapon cannot be repelled. Flaming Sting, flame damage, poison damage, magic damage of 10. Who is this guy? Okay, so he's just but he's aquatic. We're gonna come out of the water at some point. I think maybe that's why I always used to pick the Void Lurker. Life Drain Tentacle, which is pretty good. Is that this thing on his head? How much does he cost? Oh, I'm just remembering too. So the blessed creatures in this aren't that great because you have to get them. I mean, they're good, but you have to get them out of the. What's up with this guy? It's like straight out of the books or something. You have to get them from the Void Gate, so they're not. It's not a reliable uh, blessed creature. Um, he's got a bunch of hit points in fear. He's in amphibious. This would be a weird one. How much does he cost? 300. Wonder why. He's more than the Void Lord. Why 300? Gift of breathing water. Huh. Why is he? Because of his leadership. He's got a really high leadership. +3. I can't make any decisions tonight. All right, what is this? 100. The Void Lurker is 120. He's cheap. He's got that weird mind slide thing. I don't see an immobile button. He also is aquatic though. I don't want somebody to stuck underwater because, like I said, we are going to take the. I do remember I played this guy. How many can he carry? 150 magic creatures. He's really expensive though. So I guess that's this guy's big deal is he can carry a bunch of troops. Grab and swallow. I could thug him out and just put him with a big army and have him lead the armies. I almost always do. Well, let's look at that. I almost always do imprisoned, and I almost always do mages. But it seems like sometimes, so all I normally do is mages, and then I empower them the whole game, and they never do anything. So I was thinking maybe and I tried that with Michelin, and I'm not done with that game, like I said. Uh, keep clicking the wrong thing there. I could look at one of these guys. Lord of the Waves. I don't know. They seem kind of boring. This guy's got crab arms. Torch of Unquenchable Flame. Small area. Huh. Crab arms are always good, you know. What do these guys cost? They're expensive too. Whoops. I guess maybe it's the gift of water breathing that makes them expensive. Need some chump like him. What's his deal? Oh, he can just summon shit. He's got a lot of magic leadership. I didn't know this was going to take me so long. Can't make any decisions. Maybe I'll be the king in yellow. He's like a good compromise. Let's do that. He's aquatic. He's got Mind Blast, which he's got Life Drain. Got a couple of tentacles. He can carry stuff. This guy can't carry anything. I mean, he's incredibly powerful, but I feel like if it was just down to him in a fight, his Mind Blast wouldn't do enough damage. Because it only does 1 magic damage. I mean, it does paralyze. Now, Steel Strength doesn't do any damage. It just maybe what is the special? Can't make decisions. I mean, how often is this guy going to be in a fight, though? I almost had made a decision, then I hadn't. How much time have I? 20 minutes I've been looking at this. New magical paths are 80. Let's just do this guy. Fuck it. This guy's the coolest. We will start him in prison, though. Let's also... I usually try to make this as low as possible to start, and then I just build a shit ton of temples. I don't know if that's the way to do it. Let's see what stuff we can get out of here. Stellar Decree. Arcane Command. It's not very great. Um, Remember that their blessed things aren't very reliable, so maybe we'll do this. I have a lot of points if I start them. You know what we'll also do? Last time I didn't do any of this. We'll make this. Let's bump this up. Let's go back. Let's make my Dominion powerful here. Well, we don't want that. Give us some good luck. Let's make it strong magic. So if we do all of that, we can't even, and we're in prison, we can't even get that guy. So let's turn down some stuff. Magic. Man. 5. A 5. For fuck's sake. That gives us 35. I don't think I can afford. Yeah, his new magic paths are really expensive. 11 left over, huh? +1 RP. I don't know why I want this so high, but I think I do. And we'll just have him have 5 astral power. He won't be my. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him, but we're gonna get this show on the road, you know. Let's add a bless effect. How many points do we got? 5. Blessed mages, priests, and some units with magical natural attack will be able to likely to penetrate more. That is a 4. Oh, it jumps from like 4. Major magic resistance. Maybe we should just go. What is this? +1. I don't know. Minor and major. It's only a +1 or a +2. Let's do this one, and let's add. I know. What does this one do? Let's do that one. Like I said, I gotta get this show on the road. Otherwise, I'll be sitting here forever. I can't remember if my leaders even are blessed. I don't think they are. Oh, this guy is. Well, he's a priest. There's a start child. I don't think they are. Oh, this guy's a priest as well. He's a star spawn though. He's gonna be. Yeah, so very few of my leaders are. Look at this little dude. Bet you they're cheap to hire. Oh, those are these guys, leaders of these guys. Imagine if you started out in your life as some weird mutant with like tentacle legs and tentacle arms and like a shield. Oh, poor bastard. All right, let's do it. Let's stop fucking around. I'm only wasting 11 points. Hando Door. That was a weird name to randomly generate. We're gonna call him Bright Lights. I think I called another. I think I called last time I played this guy. I called him Bright Lights. All right, starting number of provinces 1, 5. Let's make this go up. 100. Random events are common. All enabled. 15. We could get weird with this. Let's do 9. Yes. Normal. Standard. I'm gonna go with. I almost always do very difficult. And I did standard on my Michelin. I mean, we'll just go standard. Thrones of Ascension. Let's turn this up. I wish I remembered what I set up last time. Enable Cataclysm. No, I don't want that. Ascension points. So I made this much higher. I can't remember exactly what. I think I like 3, 4, 5. What the fuck am I listening to? Okay, back to what I was doing. Um, Total number of ascension points. Let's do like 18. These things are gonna be scattered all over the place. I think this is approximately what I did last time. I usually don't play with Ascension Thrones either, but I've been turning them on the last couple of streams because I'm not, like I said, I'm not used to just to add some change to my game, you know. I played this so much single player, you know, not streaming that figured I need to throw some changes in. That's why I also get kind of tired of Pangea playing that because I had played Pangea so much, and I'm kind of winning. I'm not 100% sure I've won, but I'm feeling probably like one or two more streams, maybe three streams. I actually wasn't making that much expansion last time. Three more streams, and I'll probably know. That's like 9 hours of play. Um, Michelin, I'm struggling with that. I almost never play blood people, and I gotta like you gotta sacrifice people to make your dominion expand. It's all very uh, sketchy, but I'm gonna play that one again. That one's early. I only streamed that one once. And so this one, and then I'm hopefully not gonna start any more games. I might start an Oni game. I like the Oni a lot too. I should start some group I've never played before is what I should do. If you are in chat, you can feel free to tell me what to play next time. Uh, which one to start as. Part of the issue with starting a new group is you gotta like very closely look at all this shit to learn what's good and what's not. I guess you could read like a strategy guide online or something. Dirtifying. But unless you're playing like some humans or something, it's generally you gotta read each little unit, make sure you know what they do. Sometimes they have special stuff that you don't notice if you're not paying attention. So that's one of the reasons why I keep playing the ones I know. I already know what they got. Oh, now we're to creating world? I thought we were already to that part. It's already 1:15. Man, my sleep schedule is so fucked up. Wednesdays used to be my D&D night, but we changed that to Tuesdays, so now it's even weirder. So I play D&D on Tuesdays now, but it feels like Wednesdays. So today, right now, I feel like it's Thursday morning, night, you know, but it's still got 2 more days of work, etc., etc. I'm just yammering on here while we wait for this. I do have this book. Let's see what this book says about Raleigh or Ryla or whatever. What is their strategy? Example strategy. Try Sleeping Void Lord with Astral 5 and Water 2. The Void Lord built in Life Drain means that he effectively has regeneration and reinvigoration, so you can use items and spells for other purposes. Use Tritons, Slave Troopers, and Crab Hybrids to expand underwater. Lobo Guards. Lobo Guards are pretty good. Iliathids and Meteor Guards on land. Set up a star spawn priest using the Void Gate as soon as possible. The longer they use it, the more skilled they become and the more powerful creatures they can summon. They also go crazy, though. Beware of void monsters attacking your summoner, though. So give him some bodyguards and eventually script him with casting returning, which is a powerful spell to make him get out of the death of that. Star spawn are powerful battle mages and have a variety of useful spells in the alteration, thermography, and evocation schools. That is the authors of the game's example strategy. That's what I'm reading from is a book. If I hold it up to the camera, it just turns to mush though. So let's see. Yep. See. Their strengths are Mind Blast effective against tough enemy units. Some very powerful summons available through the Void Gates. Yeah, they are. Some of them are fucking crazy. Void Gate difficult to use. Many troops need magical leadership. I don't remember that part, but I bet you that's why this god has such crazy magical. This is not the Ryla with that spreads madness. This is not those group. That's the late age. I don't like those so much. They spread madness to neighboring provinces, and it's hard to keep the, at least for me. It's hard to keep the world running when everyone's going crazy. I like the traditional you. You're building your empire. There's more population growing. You know, your people are expanding. That type of thing. Not death is oozing from your leadership. Death or madness. I call it embracing the madness because we're going to make some people go crazy here, but they're going to do that in the Void Gate. They're going to do that in the Void Gate. It's always the setting up starting positions that takes the longest. I almost did all this before. Maybe I should have. I thought it'd be better though that you guys could view my indecision on picking a leader. I mean, I picked the glowy thing right off the bat, and then I was like, no, let's look at these others, and then I went back to the glowy thing. So it's almost like the more I learn about the game, the more indecisive I become. Come on. I think last time I took a break, and that's what I should have done, is taken a break while this is happening. Played an ad or something, because I can force an ad. Maybe I should do that. I wonder how much time is left, though. I'm gonna do it, because if I play an ad, it forces the next ad farther along. I'm gonna do that, and I'll take a quick break, too. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. I should have done that immediately. I didn't even think about it until after we were sitting here in silence, looking at each other. Whoops, not that. I don't want that. I want this. All right, I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. It's still going, huh? I figured I hurried back because I figured, well, whatever. Figured it would be done. Oh, there we are. Fine tuning. I do wish there was a way they could optimize that Make this a little faster. Warhammer, uh, Total War. Man, the turns used to be so. Are we there? Yes. Turns used to be so long on that, and then they finally optimize it. All right, this is the same as they always start. What are we looking at here? Whoops. All right, there's a Throne of Ascension. Oh, there's one right next to me, like literally. Oh, it's on an island. Huh, that's weird. Interesting. Well, the first thing is conquer the seas. That's what I always do first. It's usually the best move for me. What is this thing? That's what my temple looks like. It's like a universe. I remember that. It's been a while. All right, here's my shit. We got this guy. I think I'm gonna profit this guy out. Turn him into a prophet. Taskmaster, Master, Void Sanity. He's a magical being, eh? And Meteor Triton, a Meteorite Triton, Meteorite Cap. Yeah, we're going to profit him out. And this should be a scout. And why did my music stop? And scout, let's scout up to here. We're gonna build a ton of temples is what we're gonna do. Not with the scout. He's just gonna go lurk about. He's gonna just go be an amphibian and lurk about. Alright, let's see here. What army did we get? We got chumps. Mindless chumps. Oh, maybe these guys are the... Yeah, they're magic. So that is why. These guys aren't magic, though. They're terrible. Well, their morale isn't bad. I mean, 10 is humans. Um, 10 I consider bad. But they are slaves. What is the downside? I mean, I know. Very low morale, but is boosted if they're led by a taskmaster. Slaves do not get any salary or expensive food and have half upkeep cost. Huh. Okie dokie. Well, we're gonna sit here for this turn, so we don't even worry about that. But we need some dudes to go into the void gate right off the bat. We need also some researchers right off the bat. What did I leave it on? Normal? All right, let's think about the 4 commander points. Jesus fucking Christ. How many commander points do I get? 2? All right, I guess that isn't that bad. I don't really like these guys that much. Oh, they are assassins, though. Maybe I do like them more than I thought. Let's do. We want to research it. Nah, let's have this guy go straight at. No, wait. We need to research that returning spell. And how many of these? Oh, those guys are expensive. That's why I'm always bought. No, these are the same expensive. They just cost resources. It's gonna be a broke turn, huh? A lot of times I'll get these guys because they have resources are so cheap, but I don't. You know, they only cost 1 resource. The same with this guy, but I think we're gonna buy chumps. We got pretty low on resources, though. We don't want any of these guys. I don't like those guys. This guy looks like he's got a net, though. He does have a net. Maybe we should stock up on some of these slaves. Is this guy a taskmaster? Master? Yes, so. I'm just comparing. They're all the same cost. They just cost different resources. I don't want these things. The whatchamacallit was saying buy these guys. I don't know why. I guess they're so cheap. They are really cheap. They're really cheap. Let's get some better. Oh Jesus, 7, 7. So this guy's morale does suck. That's why he was saying Lobo guards. What about these guys? Buy a couple of those. Nope, we will not buy a couple of those. We will buy. I will listen to the mediocre guys. Guess that's what we're doing. Man. Oh, I didn't set my research. Oh, I don't have anybody researching. First turn battles. It makes me worry sometimes when there's a bunch of first turn battles. These are just proclamations of people becoming the whoa. I should have expected that, but I did not. Shadows, fire snakes, dustwalkers, and Chithyronic lions, a huge sphinx. Yeah, okay. We don't care about that. Let's send him. How far can you go? You are slow. Well, I guess we're gonna send him off to check on things there. That is quite a, we're gonna have to go around 40, 40, 40, 50. Murrows? I don't know what a murrow is. What is that a picture of? Well, they're like little shielded blobhead guys. Blobbers. The prophet shall go out. Alright, these guys have way better. So they get an 11 morale only because they're... Oh, but I'm going to start suffering here. Suffering. Oh, I can't put him in here with this guy? No. I would like to attack this turn. That's only 38 units, though. Whoops. That wasn't what I wanted to do anyways. Whoops. Whoops. What am I doing? Shit. I accidentally... God damn it. Clicked reset recruitment and it... God damn it. Can I reload my turn? Wait, without saving. I don't think I saved it at all. Alright, we'll just deal with it. Damn it. I bet you it reset his thing. Just out of curiosity. I don't think any of my guys are blessed, but I was just checking. God damn it. Oh, look at that. Well, now I think that button needs to be moved. That was a mistake. It's only a one turn mistake, but I would have liked to have, I don't think this is conjuring. It's probably looking for returning. Can't remember where it is. Guess I could Google it. Man. Gonna be under construction. Let's see here. Dominions 5 returning. What is it though? It is I was reading the description. Returning is a mechanism by which a commander can instantly leave the current battle and magically travel back to his home citadel. There's a chance that he might get lost on his travels, return on a later turn, or pick up the insane trait. The chance of becoming lost in the void is 7%. Returning can be triggered by the returning or vortex of returning spell. Vortex of returning. I want someone with the effects of ritual of returning or wearing a ring of returning gets injured. So that's what I would like. Is once he gets injured, he pops back. Where does it say where this thing is? Rituals, notable spells, twice born. What does this have to do with anything? I want to just know what level. Maybe it's here. Thermology, thermaturgy 2. Yes, there it is. What was that other thing they were talking about? Um, oh, I can't look at this. I forgot. Get that out of here. Well, well, let's finish up this one. This one's practically done, right? 50 points. Then we'll probably do this one. Even though I just lost the turn. God damn it! It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. We'll redo this again. We'll do 50. We'll get some of these guys. We'll get like one of those guys. And I'm out of resources. I can get one more of those guys. Guess we're gonna send a ton of these little dudes in. And well, he's not going to sit here idle. We're gonna have him do something. Is that all you got? Yep. Level 3 priest, you're blessed. Magic weapons, oh, that's because you're blessed. That guy's moving. Man, I fucked that turn up. I would have the dude out next turn. My upkeep's very low. That's twice, 2 games in a row. Mitchell and I sent my god in and he died, and this time I clicked a button and I don't know if I've ever clicked that reset button. Okay. 40, 50, 20. Shamblers are okay threat. We gotta move this turn though. We got to. Get in here. You get out of here. You go into here. Yes, I know. I did that on purpose. Relax. Everything's fine. Put you in here and we'll double click these guys out of here. We don't have enough of these for him to matter yet. I would like to put him in here, but we need a different leader. But because I fucked that thing up. Which one's 80? 80. I think we'll get another one of these ones afterwards. I should have left repeat on here. I do see now why they were suggesting these guys are so fucking cheap. I should have bought a bazillion of them. Look at that. Look at that. There's a bazillion of these dudes. All right, we'll buy a bazillion. And then next turn, we'll have a bazillion guys. I think I can take these guys though this turn. So they are mindless, which isn't that great. And then we'll set these guys to attack closest. And then we're going to have you cast spells. Not a specific spell. We'll have you stand here. And we're going in. We'll have him move back next turn, I think. Because even if, normally I like start steamrolling. But I think with this, we'll go back here, we'll just pop out, maybe go around like this, in some direction. But we can come back and pick up all those Lobo dudes. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is. Losing one turn can be a catastrophe, so that was kind of a bummer that happened. But that's what I get for clicking. And we got repeat on. I actually don't want repeat. I don't want this every turn. My turns are going to be fast. Oh, weird. Now it says my ad doesn't start for an hour and 12 minutes. I don't know. I don't know how this works sometimes. All right, there's a battle in Monster Depth. We took them. We lost 12 Lobo Guard, and 4 slaves. We got Atlantean militia. They have legs, so they can get out of the water. We got 3 nature gems, and we got 5 air gems. Excellent. Then we'll move this guy back like I was talking about. This turn might be really quick. And what happened to him? What happened to all those guys I recruited? Were we out of something and I didn't notice? That's weird. I turned off repeat recruitment, but... That's weird. I think that was a bug. I haven't encountered that before. Because I didn't get... Unless somebody saw me... I got a few of them. Maybe there was something I wasn't paying attention to. This guy came out. We can set him for research, finally. We can go back to here. We want that guy. Then we want you going in the void after that. There must have been something else up here that I wasn't paying attention to. How much? What do you cost? 1 point? Oh, I could pop out a couple of dudes at a time. When needed. Maybe we should pop out another one of these. That way we can have 2 of them. Oh, it must have been when I clicked up here, it grayed out a bunch of dudes. That's what it was. There we go. That had to be what it was. That had to be what it was. I don't want these extra guys queued up. That's fine. All right, he's coming back. Next, you're moving. We're gonna keep just moving forward with your slow ass. It's kind of interesting right there too. 18 RP a month. I left it on normal. So weird to have it so easy. Up to 5 bodyguards alongside the mage. In my Pangea game, my god got killed by an assassination. Whoa, we got a chunk of money. We got some unrest, and we got more money. So what we're going to do with all this money, I'm going to put this up to, let's say, 50, 40. 40 sounds good. We'll put this up to 40 as well. Man, that seems high for whatever. Okay, so now we got a butt ton of dudes here. So we're going to set these guys up. The thing I was worried about here was it was giving them like a negative morale if there was a group of them. So now we got what we want here. Attack closest. Attack closest. Now we're going to start rolling. Slow start. I guess I could move these guys into a more central, like this. Attack closest. We'll move these guys back a tiny bit. There we go. You have Mind Blast, don't you? You sure do. But you're the one dude. I believe Mind Blast is used with cast spells. No, it might be fire. Maybe it's fire. I think it's fire. We'll find out. We'll look at the next battle. Fire and keep distance to closest enemy. Is that what we want? Yes, that's what we want. And then I put these guys have a bazillion. Their range is unlimited pretty much. So I put them at the farthest they can be. This guy I'll put over here. He doesn't really need to be there actually. We'll put him over here. And we'll also set him to yeah, he doesn't have any spell things. Let's have him attack rearmost. He can be zapping the dudes at the end, the leaders and stuff. Put this guy back here as well, and we'll have him set to the same thing. Fire, keep distance, rearmost. And you, what are you doing? If you hit Z, it will I'm gonna join all these guys up. hitting Z will hide the people who are researching. I don't know what those guys are. So we're going to go in here. I still have $1,000 left. It's pretty amazing. You know what we also are going to need here? Oh, those guys already came out. We're going to need you. You're a priest, right? No, you are not a priest. Alright, I only have slave priests. All I got is this guy. And we'll put you in there. Really? That's all the priests I got? They said average priest. I guess he's a priest. But we're going to use him to build things. And we want one of these. We're also going to use, I'm going to get 2 of those guys. We're going to use, these guys suck. But their morale is so good. And I can build so many of them. We're going to use these guys, but we're also going to use neutral dudes. I don't remember these guys being so cheap. Because, man, they are inexpensive. And we're going to need another one of those. And another one of those. We're going to need to be running troops like mad. Like fucking mad, dude. I'm going to make this. Did I do that this turn? I can't remember. I think I did. Bows only add 1/3 of the wielder's strength to the damage of the welder's strength. There was a bad Lobo Guard. We lost 28, but they're so cheap. We lost 2 of these guys, or 3 of those guys. And we killed the shot. I want to. Oh no, we already figured this out. Well, I'm gonna look anyways. Let's see how it looks. And you guys should be able to hear the. I can't hear it. I don't know. You always gotta fuck with the settings every time you do anything with OBS or streaming. There's always So they're zapping away. That's what those little lines were. That's why these guys are all blurped out there. Get this guy though. Get that guy. I don't see them blurping any of these guys though. Oh, there's some. I don't know why this guy's so special. All right, enough of that. Approximately 10. How many do we have left after that kind of bloodbath on my dude? 6. Man, at this point, I'm gonna keep going back, I think. Let's do like 20. We had that windfall, which is why I jammed that up to 40, 41, I guess. We'll go back and we'll go back down. Guess I should have put repeat. That's why I don't keep these guys around usually for very long. When we recruit here, these guys are actually surprisingly useful because they can go on land. What do I need here? A lab and a temple? A lot of times in these underwater, see, this guy's actually okay too. These guys aren't slaves, I don't think. Yeah. These Atlantean fish people. How many can you carry? 60? Now we're just going to start expanding, just like mad. We're going to have to buy troops and leaders like pretty much constantly, except for here, which is kind of a bummer. These ones we don't want, these Triton troopers. They can't go out of the water. They just have like 2 fish legs. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pay for that guy now. I know I'll be dead broke, but that's my second researcher. Then if I had the money, I'd put the down payment on that guy, but If the commander token is red, it means the commander is insane this turn and will not take any orders. That's going to be happening to my guys, by the way. Excellent. Earth gems. Let's go back to my research here. We're going for returning, right? Very fast but dangerous way of teleporting. If the caster's unlucky, he might get lost in time and return later. Not all completely insane. Work on other planes. If the let's go for that. We're gonna go for that. You'll see why. It'll make sense. Okay, we got all these little buddies out here. You're gonna go over there and make a temple, and we're sudden our income is suddenly taking a hit because we got so many dudes here. Fill that guy up. Fill that guy up. Fill this guy up. We're gonna have a good little army here go in a minute. These guys are just dying. They're getting picked off. Go into here. 10,000. That's pretty good for water. You. I don't have that returning thing yet, but you know what? I'm gonna send him in anyways. Go into the void site. It's probably dumb, but you're researching, you're moving, recruiting units. All right, we have this guy queued up, this guy queued up. That guy will be queued up. They're so similar looking, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. 95 points left. This is all queued up. Spend all of my money. These guys will join the forces here. I think starvation might be an issue as well. Let me look at the... I don't want to recruit 2 of these. All right. I think we might have to go for construction to get the soup bowl or whatever it's called. Oh, I forgot to move my spy. Dominion immortal units are permanently dead if they're killed outside of a friendly dominion. Well, that's a bummer. Battle. 17 Lobo Guard. They're so cheap, it doesn't really matter, though. Hey, he killed 1. These guys' jobs are less to kill and more to stun, but they killed 5 of them later. So this is the thing. If you can... oh, it was successful. On the first try? What'd you get? One thing that shall not be named. Well, let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, one of these guys. They're mindless, they're blessed. We're gonna put this on him, and we're gonna set him to guard commander. It's dangerous. It's dangerous in the void, man. Summoning skill. He can go into the insanity areas is the deal, and he can survive while others cannot. We got enough. We can continue forward. Oh man, my treasure is decimated. Can we get this up to 10 at least? Then we will have you march these guys forward to join this force. Okay, they're moving there. He's hanging out. We got him researching, recruiting. We got these 2 really expensive guys, which are already paid for, though. And we got all this coming in, which is fine. And let's not forget our spy. What are you doing? You're just gonna stand there like an idiot. You probably have enough troops. Next turn we'll have him attack into there. New order. I don't know if I'm feeling new order right now. Um, my mix just jumped. It's like a YouTube mix, and it just jumped to new order. And like I said, I don't think I feel like YouTube or new order YouTube right now. Now this thing's a little too loud. Wolf Parade is like my go-to, just whatever music right now. Okay, oh, he's there, and I don't have the money for him to build. What does it cost? 400? I was curious what this little void thing would cost. Alright, I think we're good to go, right? Next. No, we are not good to go. Oh, there's 2 spots here. I was wondering why there's this weird little... And I wasn't paying attention, I guess. We're gonna keep... what we're looking for here is the other underwater nations. Generally, the land ones don't come after you. So you want to take the ocean first. And I'm going to take that one thing as soon as I can, the Throne of Ascension. All right. We lost 10. We had 100. And we won. Wow, you killed 7? Those 4 dudes? That's better than these guys did. What were they blasting? I'm going to look real quick. What do they got over here? See how they're getting... This is when you get a lot of these guys, man, yeah, see how few... See, they aren't really that hurt, but they're being slowed down, so like a slow trickle. Yeah, like there's only 3 that have actually gotten here so far. And they snap out of this, obviously. They're not frozen forever. All their leaders are frozen. Yep. It's the end of the end, so I'm going to try to get... Oh, he was successful again. That is... negative Dominion, +1 magic, plus air gems. 2 othernesses, huh? Yeah, these are these weird little blobby things. We're going to have... Oh... I can't have them both guard, I guess. What would we want to guard more? He's got 47 hit points. Let's put this thing up here. Let's turn off guard, actually. Well, let's put it on that. I don't know. He's just going to be here temporarily. And we'll have you guys guard. What are this little... That's a skill level. Gotcha. He's not crazy. I feel like 2 summonings in a row for his beginning is really... Shub, Chick-Tug, Chitug. I feel like that's really high. Man, I don't have any fucking money. 11,000. Can we get this up to 10? I should have saved that money. Here's somebody. But we're just going to keep rolling here. 40 of them. Like I said, I don't know how good these guys are. So, this guy's got experience. All 3 of these guys got experience. Okay. Just double checking I got the right guys. Off you go. You're going to be a troop runner. You're going to run troops back here. You're going to join this army. Let's do something weird and do attack rearmost and put these guys like over here. Is that what we want to do? Sure. And you're going to have stay behind troops because you suck. We can actually just put you back here with those other guys. The Iliaths or whatever they're called. You can go in here. How much does another one of these leaders cost? 50 gold. Perfect. Army setup. Oh, we can go in here too. And this guy's idle, so... Fire at closest, and... See, now we're going to start rolling. I'm going to have to turn off my recruitment pretty soon here. Because we're going to have too much coming out and not enough money. But if you look, these coastal places are pretty good. And that's one of like the bonuses of being in the ocean is you get like a lot of income from like just living, just being, these things are good. There's less of them, but the provinces are pretty good. At least that's what I feel like. Let's next it forward. Buddy, where are you going? You're looking for enemies. Let's go to that one. You're just going to stand. Oh, you know what you could do? You can preach. Until we get... He's going to preach until he gets enough money to build a temple there. I should have done that last turn. You know, I probably have enough gems to start fooling around with shit, too. I'll take a look at this next turn and see if we got... I think I finished Evocation or something. Somebody died on the march. Battle at Seapon. They killed 3. Our militia killed... What are these guys? The Morrow are a strange breed of merfolk that resemble ugly, fish-eyed, green-skinned men. Well, that's ugly to us, but what about to each other? With webbed feet and green hair. Despite their hideous appearance, they're quite friendly. They're not friendly anymore. And have been known to establish trade relations with human and Furbolg settlements. In ancient times, Nog and Marvini traded with them. At the rise of the blah blah blah. They have no problem leaving the sea, but they're uncomfortable walking dry land, even in rainy weather. Guess what? They're going to join my armies, and we're going to march forth. These Lobo Guards only lost 1. I wonder why these guys lost. Oh, that was the attack rear move. Let's see how that turned out. It looks like it turned out badly. Let's speed this up. Oh, it's because those guys just zoomed off to that side. Okay. Well, worldwide event occurred. Unrest increased. What do we got here? This is our new researcher. Can you cast? No. Can you forge anything? Lead a few undead. We don't want to do that. Once per month, the luck from the rabbit foot will negate an attack that would otherwise injure its wearer. Ring of Frost, huh? Whoops, none of those are very good anyways. Whoops, I keep using wasp today to try to move around the map. I don't normally have that issue. Look at this big gap. I would guess that there's some creatures that have like some sort of stealth ability right there. Oh, or is this a different... Is this a different little province right here? I don't know. But I'm not going to worry about that yet. Oh, we're getting up on the land. My major army, I'm trying to think here. There was 400 dudes. Yeah, we're going to have to... That's a ways off. That's a long ways off. Okay, so what do we got here? These are mindless. This guy joined, so we'll have him. We'll fill the coffers here. Then not very. Oh, there's not enough. We don't have enough. I thought you guys went up a level. Oh, wrong direction. Even with that, huh? 40 units. Oh, even with your. That didn't give you the. Okay, this is gonna be an issue. I guess it's fine. I'm gonna leave this attack rear on again. The issue we're gonna come up with is we're gonna need more leaders. So there was that magical leader thing. We're gonna have to be constantly pumping out these dudes. Constantly. And these guys. But I guess we can just steamroll. What do we got? What can we recruit here? Our money is pretty low. What do we get out of here money-wise? 59? A druid, huh? That's not bad. I mean, he's not bad, actually. Stone, shark skin, cuirass, turtle shield. Man, those poor turtles, they must just be getting slaughtered everywhere. What is their morale? 10? Shitty ass 10? Human 10? They have 14 hit points. Should I? Let's see here. Well, how many can he can hold? 60? 7, 2, 3. 8, 12. I was gonna have him go pick up more guys here, like recruit guys here. The thing is, these guys kind of suck. They do suck. They don't. What do they got? They just got like sticks, coral, spear. I don't know where they get the wood from. Underwater wood. We will. Let's. Hey, I'm gonna use the reset button there. We're gonna recruit them here. These guys at least I got like a little bit of armor and stuff. We can't get as many, but oh, I did it again. We can't get as many, but I think it'll be worth it. Let's get to at least 10 here. 10, 10. Come on, buddy. Do your job. Get some preaching done. We don't want those guys yet. We could probably turn down these guys. We probably don't need so many of these guys coming out. Try to get some more income. Fill them with that. We'll have these two. So like I said, I like to have a bazillion of these guys. All right, we got another star spawn coming. Do we need another leader? I feel like we're gonna need another leader. And we'll do, oh, I don't have the money for that. We'll do another researcher if I have the money for it. Who are you? You need to research. And he's gonna go pick up those guys. He's attacking into there. We got a guy we gotta fill. Oh, he's already full. Shortest route looks like this way. You know what? We'll have that guy pick up the troops. How many troops can you carry? 40? And we'll have you meet these guys there. We might actually go after that one first because we're gonna be like zigzagging around capturing independence, and by the time we get, we're not coming back. Basically, we're not coming back to this thing. We'll want to eventually. I think this must be two different ones. It is. I just can't see that other flag. Damn it. Maybe we will come back. Maybe we'll build up a second army. Generally, I don't do that till later. The second army thing. Because one giant army is usually better than two medium armies. At least that's not until later. Later you need to have two larger armies, but especially underwater, very rarely does unless they're undead. Very rarely does the land people come to fuck with you until later. Till way later. So generally you have enough time to. Hey, we didn't take any casualties at all. Alright. It's because we froze their ass. Let's look. I bet you it is. They just got zapped a bunch of times. Yep, there's only 4 left coming through. There's only 1. I mean, these guys will recover, but then they'll get zapped again. Oh, and he ran for it. He was like, oh, fuck this. Not me, not me. He got like or smited or something. Oh, yep, that's the good shit. And we got some gems. So we got 34 astral, huh? How are you doing? You've been entering that site for a while. The first couple turns we got lucky. Alright, we have another one. I don't think I can send you in. No. Is that the same type? Yes. So we're going to have you research while this other guy prepares his death. 56. So what should we do next here? Conjuring? I usually like some conjuring. Let's put a point, or not a point, conjuring on the list there. Oh, you know what I was going to do though? No, I wasn't. We're going to do construction next. 2 will get me, yeah, lesser magic items. We're gonna, with these massive armies, we're gonna need some shit. Alright, I can spend all of my money on building a temple, which is what I'm gonna do. I want my dominion to be solid around here. In the water, very solid. Hey, there's another dude. There's not quite enough troops for us to care about that. You're going to pick up these few guys and continue your forward advance. These are Cololis. Huh. They're like some sort of weird merfolk. I could come back down and... because this is all turns that they're not expanding. So, if I go to here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's if I could take that. It does give you big bonuses. Alright, dude. Can you? Yep, you can. So we can send you back. How about you? We didn't take any casualties that time. Alright, well, you can move back to there. We actually have a leader there as well. So we're pretty good on the leaders. Let's take these land guys out first. Pretty sure I have all amphibians. Who's next? We really didn't find any, maybe this random run I didn't get 2 water groups. That would be very unusual, but I think I already looked at this. Yeah. You can't do anything special. Nope. You are not special. You're not special. In turn. I'm going to do another turn, then I'm going to take a quick break. And I used to, once my sleep issue gets set, my sleep is all fucked up. But I used to, like, take a nap after work, and then I would do a quick, like, roguelike stream, and then, like, a more in-depth game. But lately, I've just been sleeping constantly. Dormant gods are starting to awake. What do we got here? We lost 3 militia and Lobo guards. Not a big deal. We killed some mounted commanders. It's like the first time these guys have ever even probably been out of the water. They're probably all in shock. You know, looking around like, what is this shit? Oh, there's a lava lake here. Like, you know, they just looked out through the water their whole lives and saw like the sun and whatnot reflected through the water, and now they actually stepped out. They would have been disoriented, disgusted maybe. Alright, army setup. Let me make sure these guys aren't doing anything stupid. Fire and keep distance, closest. Wonder why I can't put rearmost for that. Alright, I'm gonna rearrange them is what I'm doing there, but they're gonna be in combat soon. I don't think there's enough. How many guys can you hold? 40? Yeah, we'll just keep you heading back towards the capital. How's the capital doing? You got you got enough to move forward. We got guys coming. Off you go. Everybody moves really slow in the water. Inner sight, research, recruitment. How are you guys looking? All of this is finished. What happened to my... Oh, I didn't have the money. Inner sight. I think we got, yeah, these two. So there goes all that money. And should we stop making Lobo guards? Those things kind of... You know what? They're cheap fodder. Maybe I'll even throw a couple of extra in here. Another 5. Another 10. I know I cut some out, but our income's kind of recovering now that we're still expanding. And we just took this, which is more income. See if we can get up to, let's do 5 then. And let's do 5. That color and this color are very similar. Oh shit, Undead. So the problem with Undead is they can go underwater. They can just pop down here, say hello. And we don't want that. Actually, let's send him to the next spot where we want. Yeah, I didn't see this little bubble. That's such a bummer. It's almost like, no. I just gotta pay more attention around these like little islands and stuff. What are you doing? You're just hanging out? Yep, the other guy's moving, you're hanging out. You're gonna keep just kind of limping along towards the west. This is a big ocean over here, so is there a way through right here? I wonder if I can go through right there. Does it tell me? That'd be interesting. I mean, I can go across land, but well, I probably have a few times, but not in a long time. I've not played completely underwater group. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break, and so let me put my break timer up, and then I will be back. I'm gonna force an ad so that it happens while I'm not here, and you guys can take breaks too. All right, I'll be back. Oh, did the because I minimized it? Did oh it did? Whew. I thought it didn't continue the turn when I left, but it did. All right, what are we doing here? Somebody crippled. We lost 5 militia, 25 Lobo guards. These guys didn't kill anybody. Amber clan. They're the slightly better. Hey, Shub Chug Chug Tug. We got -8 defense. Fuck. 2 dwellers in the deep. What do you look like, dwellers in the deep? These things. Oh, I don't think they move. Poison barbs. They got void sanity. They're blind. They're ethereal. They don't eat. They're magical. Poison resistant. Water chumps. But they're sacred. Oh, I remember now. Late game, you got all the, like, some guy running around with just water dudes. Can I put these in with... Nope. I guess these ones would be better guards now, because there's 3 of them. Make sure they're all on the same spot. These won't, he won't go with them, but... He's got quite a few spells now, huh? Oh, returning was on there. We must have, that must have been the... He leaves all of his stuff behind, though. Yeah, we finished that. Army, he leaves his army behind, so actually we would lose these guys. Let's take those guys out. Let's have him like Arcane Bolt. Oh, it takes 2 gems for him to come back, huh? Arcane Bolts, Arcane Bolts, Arcane Bolts, and then the final one will be returning. And then let's give him some gems. Who's this guy? We could empower someone. Let's take a look at what options we got here. Oh, this guy's back. Is this a mindless guy, though? Ooh, he is. You can't carry any of that shit, dude. Didn't even think about that. Oh, wait. It says we got guys here. I thought I turned off the... Oh, he's on the way. Derp. Not to there. We'll just have you guys hang out here. Have 2 of them hang out there. All right, what are we doing? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna construct another temple there, even though it's gonna make me broke. We'll send him off, well, one of those guys off next turn. What is this? Why is this marked there? Guess they're all marked there now? I don't know. Let's regroup. Regroup our guys. Still not enough, huh? That's enough. And we'll put you guys in with this group. What was your 11? These guys are 11. Some of them are experienced. We got 20 dudes. 20 little chumps. Okay, he's going back. Where are we going next? So I got to make decisions. We're going to go this way. We're going to go up and all the way around. And then we'll go back. I think that's the best option here. This guy had 5, right? Yep. We'll put 5 here. Oh. Mainly Murrows. And well, at the very least, we'll get this one. I really want this Throne of Ascension, though. That is a lot of dudes, though. Dustwalkers and Atlantean militia. The militia I'm not too worried about. But otherwise, that's a lot of dudes. What do we got you doing? You're just standing there like an idiot. You're still lurking. You can only go to you only can go to there, huh? Yeah, I would like that returning spell to only happen. What did that thing say? Um, when you're wounded by the returning or vortex of returning. Once someone is affected, ritual of returning or wearing a ring of returning gets injured. Ring of returning. That's what I want. So I want to put that on. So the minute he gets injured, he zaps himself back. That'd be the best. These guys move their troops away, which is good. A lot of fucking around there for not getting much done. And my phone charges slower and slower every time, every day. I know everyone complains about that, but it's a true thing. And my phone isn't that old either. It's like a year old or something. Pixel 4, which was almost identical to the Pixel 2. I don't know how I feel about them being almost identical. The Pixel 2 I had, the charging port just got worse and worse. USB-C seems to have that issue. Alright. Uh-oh. This guy claimed the Throne of Ice. There was a battle. We won. Once again, they killed 3 people. So their job is less to kill and more to pause the assault. So I'd like to check on them and see how that's working out. Yeah, see, their leaders got zapped right away by my leaders. And like I said, it does do damage, but we just need more of them. That's the issue. We just need more. Unexpected event. A monster the deep has stirred. What? We killed a kraken. Alright, that seemed incredibly easy. That seemed, I mean, you could have made it a kraken god. Oh, he got zapped. He's paralyzed. Recuperation. He's got 60 hit points. Did this guy zap him? I only have one of them. Is he going to zap him every turn? He is. Wow. That one leader just fucking killed this guy, basically. He was down to 50 hit points before, he lost 10 hit points before the battle even started. Alright, Daguthea. I gotta keep moving here. I don't see any major holes in the group, so we're just gonna keep going after whatever these things are. We got 400. This guy finished that. Let's move him to the next one. Let's turn this up to 10. Let's go to 10. Let's go to 10. Let's go to 10. 41. That was that nice windfall that I blew right at the beginning. All right, we got everybody at least at 10. I'm gonna save a little money. I'm not gonna go too crazy there. I think this group is ready. There's 24. We'll wait one more turn. You know what? No, we have 2 idle guys. We'll send him forward. He's gonna be chasing this dude around forever, I think. You're gonna stand there. Here's another land person versus another land. Ashdod, huh? We have experience with those guys. He is gonna go into here. Let's make sure his army is set up. Fire and keep distance closest. Attack closest. Oh wait, you're not moving to there. You're moving to here. All right, our newest researcher has popped out. He is a researcher, right? Yes. They look so similar, sometimes I get confused. We're gonna pop out another star spawn. This all looks good. Army setup. We got nobody. How's your sanity doing? Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy as fuck. This using this is insane. An insane commander will sometimes take strange actions that are not always what the pretender god wants. So there's nothing you can really do about that, I don't think. You know, I've never insanity. Maybe there is something. Commander with X amount of sanity has X chance before the start of your turn to refuse accepting commands. They have a 50% chance to do one of the stupid useless things and more than 50% to use useless overall. You don't want to rely on them. Void sanity. So 10 insanity. So I don't think you can get rid of that. If someone in chat knows. But I don't think you can get rid of it. I think he's just crazy. Go in there, buddy. Go in there and be crazy. I should probably take him off that duty. We'll let him go in one more time. He didn't even, there was no message about it. He just can't handle the void, you know? You start going insane. Looking at all those crazy shit. Void darkness. I think I was done with everybody, right? Yep. And we wait patiently. That's the downside. Is this is your leaders go insane. Generally, they get killed too. They get killed going in the void gate. But that's why I build so many in there. The good thing is, as you wait, they can research, and then you send the next guy, and he's like, "No, don't put me in there." But then he goes in there and he brings a few guys back, and then he dies. Uh, research is and construction is already done. So we should be a lesser magical. That's what we want. Research. Oh shit. I lost some researcher. Maybe it got automatically put into conjuring. I think it did. I didn't know it did that. Let's go with, yeah, actually Conjuring 1. We'll have that finished. What is that other thing? Void something? You know, and what is this? Touch of Madness. Berserk, don't want that. There's also, do they have any, it doesn't look like they have any, let's look. We just looked at that one. Sometimes they have race-specific spells. They're color coded though. I don't remember there being any for this race, but I haven't played. I think that was one I just looked at. So it would be weird if they had blood stuff. But what was it saying about vortex of returning? The caster creates a rift in space that carries the entire army back. Oh, that's pretty good. That's level 7 though. What would we get at level 3? What's the other astral thing? It's a ritual. Stygian paths. I think it's a ritual. It is a ritual. It doesn't look like it's... The one I'm looking for is... Maybe it's evocation. The one that gives you all of the magic sites. It's called like... Isn't that? It's like a level 4 or 5. Voice of Tiamat is one of them, but it's not the one I want. All elemental power. I swear it's this one. No. No, I do that every time. I think, oh, it's this one, and then it's actually a different one, but on the same... No, it's this one. It's level 6 Conjuring. 25. It tells you all of the magic sites. It's tempting to try to go for that, but I think I'm going to do a little mixture. Generally, I almost always, I do like jack of all trades type stuff. And maybe because these are so low, they're one turn only for me to do that. I'll do those real quick. Then after that, though, I am going to do Conjuring 2. And then we'll do Thaumaturgy. I don't know. Did I not look at this? I didn't look at this. Research is complete. There was a battle and whatever. We lost some militia. Those are the guys that are going to the rear. Oceania, there's the bad guys. Changed my whole plans have changed. They got some itchy centaurs. And he was attacked. And we killed... Wasn't that what we had? Stories of Anar's brave deeds and his awesome presence are now told by bards and storytellers. Bards would be hard to... How are you doing, buddy? What'd you get? Bards would be hard to have play instruments and sing songs underwater. Tremendous number of troops and enemies dare not strike him. Excellent. That is like a great one for him. He's my prophet too. Let's view this battle. Oh, they were just sitting there, huh? Oh, this is only this thing got that was the only thing bodyguard that got gotcha. Gotcha. My other two bodyguards didn't come through, and that's why he's crazy. Man, that thing was... It said he died. Oh, because of the poison. We were doing so well, too. Look at this shit, man. And he's crazy because of that. That is what happened. Alright. This new guy... Have you research? Or I don't know. I don't know what happened. He didn't run away, though. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Okay, let's recruit units first. This looks good. We're gonna need another one of these. I know there's one coming, but I can already tell that we're not gonna have enough for this army eventually. We'll just build 2. Then we'll build another one of these guys. So I should have 3 of these guys. These guys kind of look like they're in their pajama robes there, and we got 3 of these other guys. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. But actually, let's cast a ritual spell and see what we got. We got crap. Let's forge a magic item and see what we got. Champion Skull. By owning the skull, one will become a seasoned warrior in no time. That was a luck thing. Shape of cat, 2 cat-sized stones. Dark vision. Cured Juten skin. Those are like the giants. When the pebble is withdrawn on a large boulder ready to throw, can only be used by... It can grant both physical and mental health if properly enchanted. Huh. Lodestone, magic attacks, holy water, becomes instantly blessed. Oh, that's what I should have had this guy do, actually. Can I delete one of these and add in? Nope, nope, that's not what I wanted. Stop. He should have been doing blessing first. So I gotta delete these. Blessing. Maybe we'll do this. Whoa. Like, what does Mind Burn do? Always hits his intended target. Cast another specific spell. We'll do that one. 1, 2, and we'll cast another. No, Blessing only works once. Mind Burn. Nope. Returning. Because he loses his army is the reason why I'm reluctant to give him that. Have him cast that right away, because he'll lose those 2 dudes with him, so. Alright. For some reason my music stopped. It's probably asking me if I'm still watching this. Alright. He's entering sight. What are you doing, buddy? You need to preach here until I can have enough money for a temple. You're heading home. I thought you were... Yeah, you're just sitting there. Well, we found the baddies. Just move him and he'll be able to watch this little pass between the... what are you doing? You're moving. You're moving your troops into here. Alright, this guy can now hold tremendous number of troops, so... Oh. Those are mindless. I don't have any troops. We can put these guys all together. Is that what we want to do, though? Morale of 4? Why? Was that just that particular guy? I happen to... Morale of 4? 4? Why is it so low? Oh, they're starving. These guys are terrible. We're also out of our... Oh, we're out of our shit over here. So I could pull these guys off and put them in here. These guys got a 50 morale. Regardless, they're starving as well. I think I'll need water. Not water. Nature. Man. I think I need nature to get those endless food pots. I had these guys attacking rear. They were slowly getting picked off. Maybe yeah, so we'll leave these guys in the front. This is gonna be a slow death by attrition though. Just every guy we attack, we're gonna slowly get whittled down here. And we've outrun our dominion. They're going there. That's not, I made a mistake there. You're gonna go there, you're gonna go there. We are still stacking troops back here. Yeah, we are. And we'll have a bunch of leaders to move, guys. But we have outrun. Let's get this up to 10. Our. Yeah, that one's at 20. Of course, alright. I don't have the money for anything else. We've outrun our dominion, which is fine. Except it makes our morale suck and our everything else is gonna suck, actually. No, I'm gonna loop back around this way. I was thinking about maybe I should turn back and head like down here. But no, I think I'm gonna keep going. And I can actually look up what that thing is. It's like a cauldron or a pot of food. What is it called? Maybe that will bring halfling with soup. Um, Soup of something. I'm pretty sure it's a nature thing, though. I'm just gonna assume it's a nature thing. Yeah. All right, what are you doing? You're just standing there waiting. That's the end of that turn. Man, it is a mellow Wednesday night. Yeah, my phone's like barely charging. It hasn't, since I mentioned that, it hasn't charged a single percentage. I don't remember the food thing being an issue so much, but maybe I just got lucky. I haven't played this in ages, too. This group, that is. Now I kind of wish I'd played my Michelin game. All right, construction is done. That's actually what I wanted to look at here. Oh, but it won't let you look at this. I think it's a lesser magic item, actually. Actually, I can just look over here. It's 5 lesser magic item. No. Magic item index? I don't think that's what I want. It does have all of construction level 2. It's so weird having like a way to look up this stuff. Is it a cauldron though? Cauldron of Elven Halls? That's not it, I don't think. Oh, it is it. Cauldron of Elven Halls. Oh, no, it's not. That's some other thing. It's a different cauldron. Enormous Cauldron of Broth. That's the one I'm thinking of here. It is construction level 2. You need to have nature 3. So, because we're going to need that. Yeah, we'll knock out those things real quick. Conjuration 2. Yep. Yep. Okay. Battle of Sea. Whoa, we lost 18 Lobo guards. Not a big deal because those guys are just die on. We got some luck. We got some magic and some unrest. We got a bunch of gems and gold. Skull talisman. Nice. We needed the gold bad. Upcoming arena battle. Maybe I'll send this crazy guy into the arena battle. Greater otherness is nice. They like trample people and shit. And they're blessed, but that's less important. I mean, it gives them magic weapons. We'll have this guy go in one more time, and then when or unless that's an option, compete in deathmatch arena. I'm gonna do it. I don't know what happens to his armies though. I'm gonna take these out. Wow, look at how many troops I got sitting up here. We're gonna have him. He's gonna die, by the way. Oh, I don't think I want his returning. I wonder how that will happen too. We'll leave it and see what happens. Will he return in the middle of the combat? And we'll send this guy. What was this guy's summoning skill at this point? An 8. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna have him enter. I'm not. I almost always ignore the deathmatch thing. But I thought for a second, I was like, let's put these guys back on guard. He's got an 8. I wish there was a way for insanity to go down. Maybe it does. Maybe if you like, it goes down over time. I don't remember. Someone in chat probably knows. Let's figure out what we're doing with all these troops, though. Not figure out. We're gonna fill up on troops here. There is a way for more. Oh, that's what we should look for, actually. Okay, do we have anybody with nature magic? We can't even empower for nature magic, so that's off the that whatchamacallit. Pendant of luck, holy water, water breathing, lucky charm, water walking. Not very useful for me. Enchanted helmet, ice helmet, enchanted shield, pebble staff. Freeze or numb. What we're looking for is anything that gives them different type of magic. What is this thing? This horrid living weapon is grown in the lightless chasms of the deep seas. It consists of a fleshy stalk, serving like a half, ending in a large nominal. I know what they are. I can't say it. Like creature with swaying tendrils that any victim struck with a mace will be stunned, stunned, seared, and disgusted as the wow. Coral blade. None of these are anything I need. You got water. You got death. And Leper King. Yeah, we don't want my guys to become diseased. This is kind of tempting to do this one. Gain 3 experience a month. That's kind of... Oh, we only have 3 death gems. Water, astral. This guy has... He's got quite... Oh, we already looked at this. None of these do what anything of great value. All right, research. You're gonna move. We're gonna move everybody off towards the front here. You, we won't for right now. Research, research, research. Next. Yeah, you're gonna stay there. You probably have enough to move forward. Everybody's gonna be starving eventually. I mean, eventually. They're gonna be starving now. You're gonna stay there. You're gonna move here. You're gonna move here. What's going on here? You are going to cut this path to go this way. It seems like such a smaller group. There's another. Look at these weirdos. Let's look what these things are. Coal lulls. The coal lulls are an ancient race of strange beings whose body resembles a combination of Enkidu and fish. The coal lulls have lived in the sea near Earth since the beginning the first city was founded. Bronze, I don't know. Doesn't bronze rust? All right. So we're gonna have to do some bumping of our, since we have some treasure here. It's unlikely these guys are gonna attack from into the ocean, but we can't take any chances. So we're gonna go up to 20 on each place that we can. Well, let's start closest to our home base here. So this one's neighboring a a bad spot. This one's neighboring a bad spot. Oh, it's already at 20. This one's neighboring an enemy. Neighboring an enemy. Neighboring an enemy on multiple sides. Those weird fish dudes. They're almost like a different graphic type or something, too. They're not, but it almost looks like it. Neighboring a bad guy. This one's not. Let's check our statistics, nation overview. We want to make sure everything else is at 10. Okay, everything else is at 10. Exits. You were waiting to build a temple, and now our treasury is empty. What kind of units? So these guys can't go. Yeah, they're amphibious, or they're aquatic. Got anything? No, it's more scumbags. Aquatic dudes. Scumbags. Aquatic dudes. Alright, you guys are moving forward. Oh, one guy there. Oh, these guys are, no, that's right. What's he doing? Let's stick him in the front. Attack closest, attack closest, attack closest. Can we like double line these guys? No. This number needs to keep growing. 17 is not enough. We need like 50. And we'll keep advancing here. And we have a lot of those guys and a lot of those guys. What else we got to do here? You are going to stay in there. You are going to hide. Can you do anything else? Nope. I was thinking maybe he could preach or do something weird over there. He cannot. Intern. Ambidextrous soldiers do not suffer from as much attack skill reduction when fighting with more than one weapon. Alright, good to know. I don't know how often I run into ambidextrous guys. Oh, my god hasn't even popped out yet. I've already been streaming for 2 hours. That's the problem with Dominions is you think, oh, I'll just do a couple turns, and then it's 6 hours later. Alright, blood magic. Don't really care about that. Crystal Throne. Hey, wasn't that... Did he lose the Crystal Throne? That guy died. We lost one Lobo Guard, which isn't bad. Battle, unrest, or unexpected event, defense. Those are always nice. Now I always like to check like the last one, and okay, it was a Centaur commander. What? Oh, and he won? What's fucking special about this dude? He's enlarged. He has withering weapons, and he's experienced. They sent their prophet in. Wow. That is, why is this guy such a weakling? He's diseased. He's only got 9 hit points. But he made it all the way that far, huh? Oh, are they not gonna, whoa. Spiky lands there. Are they not gonna even engage each other? Yeah, they're just casting spells. Size 4, what size is this guy? 4, alright. Go a little faster here. Oh, he's dead. Huh. Wow, and just a normal priest? I feel like a lot of these, did somebody get whacked? Karen, a paladin, a shaman. Maybe I should have, master of the games. Maybe I should have put something in there. What did he get? Oh, it doesn't tell me. Alright. I almost always ignore those. I actually wish they would set up the arena a little better. But whatever. Whoa! Whoa! Found our first victims of war. Guess what? And I wondered earlier, I don't know if I said anything. I was like, I wonder if there's something up there. Alright, off we go. back to this. Who are you guys? Atlantean scum suckers. Guess what? We're going in. We're not stopping. We're gonna crush the Atlantic people, the Atlanteans, immediately. All right, 20 might not be enough actually here, because now we're about to declare war on somebody. So let's go to 30 there. We have a star spawn coming out. We might as well spend. Oh wait, is that the star spawn? Wait, they're both called star spawn. Why would you call them the same thing? I will get one of those guys. He finished his building, so he can move up. We got 190 left, huh? Kind of fortifying around. Yeah, I'm never gonna get to this. The rate I'm going. What does this book mean? What does this book mean? There's some sort of special thing happening here, huh? An event. What was the event? A tentacled monster is nested in the area and is feeding on travelers' local demands. Is in Monster Depth? Is that where that was? Yeah, it is. Well, guess what? We just happen to have an army passing by. Just happened to... Whoops. I didn't want to bring those guys with me. Shit. Well, luckily this guy's going back. You are going to fire and keep distance closest. You're going to fire and keep distance rearmost. You're going to fire and keep distance rearmost. You're going to attack closest. You're going to attack closest. And you too. All the way in the back, buddies. And you can also go all the way in the back. I don't know why I always put my leaders close to the enemy. It doesn't, or close to my guys a lot of times. It doesn't affect it in this game. We're gonna investigate. Oh, I have two different ones? Oh, we'll investigate the first one. What are you doing? You're hanging out here? How many troops you got? Not very many. Make sure your army is... They're gonna be at an advantage. Oh no, actually they're not at underneath their... They're out of their dominion too. You are going to... March 4th. War has been declared against the Atlanteans. The Atlantic Ocean, the Atlantics. The Atlantics. All right, research is complete. What do we got? Thermology. Why am I going with conjuration? I can't cast half this shit. Bog beasts. I can't cast most of this stuff. Was it because of? It was because of this. When I get above 100, I'll nail these three. New famous hero. Battle. We crushed them. He has summoned a thing that cannot, that should not be. I think that's different than that. No, it's the same. I just store these up here for a while, and then when I get a bunch of them, I put them all in an army and send them out. Bet you his summoning skills really at 9. Man, I wish there's a way to get rid of insanity. Maybe there is. Like I said, if anyone in chat knows, tell me. You guys usually know a lot more about this game than me. All right, this guy popped out. He is going to research. Well, what do you got? Nothing. What do you got for? Where is he? Cast a ritual. Summon some ogres? I don't think so. Forge a magic item. Same stuff. Eye catcher. You're gonna research. All right, those guys are investigating. You're defending. You're defending. We're gonna build a temple. Oh, you have enough. And you're gonna stand there like an idiot. You're gonna head north. They have like no troops over here. It's weird. I wonder if they went after that. If they did take that, it will be easier for us to take it, I believe. All right, one army caught up. Filling in this group of chumps. At this point, we have so many of these. Let's put them side by side. And these guys, we still only have 17 of those. It takes a long time for these guys to get up here. Attack, attack. Everyone's looking good. Who's standing out in the front here? It looks like you are. They don't get bonuses by proximity. It isn't like Total War or whatever. I don't think they do. Alright, you four. Path of most resistance at this point. I talked about this before. Sometimes it's worth it to go after their bigger troops to try to like crush them down. 30 and 30. You head on back. We're now, we want you to be 20 here. Wait, 20? Yes, 20. Because you're next to that guy. And these guys are just going to investigate forever, huh? I would like for them to... Oh, what is this guy doing? He's carrying some troops forward. I would hate for these guys to die. That's a lot of these dudes. A lot of these dudes to die here. There's 10 of them. Damn it. We're gonna split it. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll continue with those 5 to get towards the front there. How we doing here? Nope, not that button. Pretty close. Next turn, we'll move him off. We got all those guys researching. Only 16 of those guys. Guess that's everything. Man, dragon usually appear in human form were suitable for magic. They have a special order that lets them change shape. Like the turkey guys. The Michelin turkey guys. They were better in turkey form if I remember correctly. I think next time I'm going to do Pangea, then we'll do Michelin, then we'll do this again. Pangea is deep in a major war. So that should be interesting to see if I can continue expanding slowly. It's a slow expanse because the Ashdod are really putting up a fight. Sea of Plenty. Oh, okay. Wait. Our forces defeated the attacking force. I was worried here. Sea of Plenty. You see me go like this? I don't know. We killed a Coral Queen. Is that their god? I don't know who that is. Shambler Chief. Oh, he died. Our forces defeated the attacking force. Where was this? Oh, it was the place I bumped to 20. And then we crushed them there. So they went in there and then... Wow, they even have land. Guess where a fort's gonna go. I like to build the fort there so the women can dip their private parts in and get some weird Cthulhu babies. Back to my messages. So we won. We did lose a leader. He was just cruising by and he got slaughtered. We defeated them. We lost 2 militia and we slaughtered. Who was? Oh, that was just defenders. And we killed. Wait. Whatever. Uninspected event plus dead. Hey, greater otherness. Excellent. And we're starving to death. That is expected, though. Did you finish this? You did. This is probably not the time to be... Well, I guess it's next turn. So it doesn't matter. We got another one of those guys. Doesn't matter. Fuck those guys. Army setup. Okay, good. They're in the spot. How old can these guys get? Alright, so we don't have to worry about them aging out or anything. They can just sit up here. And you're full up. So, off you go. How long are they going to investigate for? Maybe it's because they're mindless troops or something? I don't know. You now have 24 guys. Might as well send you forward. Go over to there. We're going to go up to 30. Because we're going to go in. We're going to go this way. I mean, they're both equally... Oh, we got 2 people in the... I forgot about that. It told me that. Extraordinary size and will get more hit points and strength at the cost of some encumbrance. He's size 4. He's just becoming a giant. I guess we'll march out of the water here and take that. I don't really want to fuck with land creature or land stuff, but maybe that will be the beginning of our land empire. We need nature gems is what we need. There's that other wine one as well. There's a wine. Wine magic item that gives you supply as well. 20, 20. Let's do this. Let's go up. We only got a little bit of gold, so we'll do like 21 per place that's neighboring. If we can get to that. I think we can. Be close. I don't want to spend all my money, but I also don't want to get jumped by somebody. Oh, that was at 30. Jumped by accident, by not paying attention, by somebody coming into the water to get me. The water. All right, what are you doing? It'd be nice to also have like one of those guys in with my army. Maybe I'll send one of those guys up next turn. Actually, maybe I'll do it this turn. I just like to have some mages in my army, but nah, we'll wait. All right, that's it. My turn's done. It is 3:20. This will probably be my last turn. Thermaturgy is done. We slaughtered them. So far, it's been just utter deep. It's been just a bloodbath on their side. Nice. He got another one. A new famous hero. I actually think this might be a quick turn here. How long did they investigate for? I don't want to mess with it because I don't want to reset it. We have enough for you to construct a temple. Was there any other? No. Guys are holding up my armies here. We got 2 armies moving forward. Well, I guess they would just starve to death anyways. Oh, they do have a spot on here, and it's got a whatchamacallit, and it's very poorly. It's got a fort there, huh? I'm just rushing forward. This could be, we could get cut off here. But, oh, I didn't put any. Can we get to 30? 26. I was just talking about this last stream. Don't make a big line like this so you can cut off. But if we can take that, we'll have this Ascension throne too. And it's pretty much empty. How did these guys, were they fighting another war? They must be fighting another war against like land people or something. Sometimes the AI is not that bright. Let's actually go up here and maybe we can see. Oh, let's go up here. What's going on? It sucks to be held up sieging that, but if we take that, then we'll have like a secondary base up there. I almost always never build fortresses. I take them from the enemy. I almost never build them myself. All right, one more turn. Let me look at my research real quick though. Conjuring 3. Okay, we're above 100 apiece, so we'll throw these puppies in here. And you know what? I didn't check. I haven't checked my recruitment down here in a long time. Yeah, I haven't done it. And I don't have the money this turn. It's okay. Do we have any dudes down here? We don't. These 2 guys are holding up. I'm not even gonna bother searching for stuff. I'm gonna just jam towards whatever it's called, Ashik knowledge or whatever, and then I'll start casting that. I want this event to end. Mummies! You see that flash by? It said mummies. Wow. We won. Look at all the defenses they had. We lost 145 guys. That was not expected. Lobo guards took the brunt of it. We lost one soldier, huh? Let's see how they got over to there, huh? Speed this up a little bit. Our mine blasting continues. So they must have just chopped through everybody. Because our morale is low. Yeah, and they have some of these guys. These guys are pretty good. Their morale is 18. War Shamblers. So once again, our blasts do such good. So yeah, their War Shamblers actually did great. What are these guys? They got some sort of light infantry, but they have some sort of spiky thing. Yeah, our dudes ran for it. Oh, these guys attacked? What the fuck? Oh, they must be out of ammo. Okay. Well, they only get 10 shots. We got some gold from there. And we've started to destroy the gate. So this is the issue with this. I didn't even bother to look how Throne of Ice. So this is the issue, is we don't actually have that many troops left after that. Oh, we lost 2 leaders? Or did they run away? I didn't look at that. No, they must have ran away. Fucking assholes running away from the fight. All right, we have very little troops here. Yeah, this is my profit. Fire and keep distance. Closest enemy. We could retreat, but we have a little bit of an army coming up behind us. Siege, siege, fire and keep distance. You guys are gonna have to. We're gonna win this. Man, and I was just complaining I didn't have enough in the other group. Oh, did somebody retreat to their death? Retreat details. Yeah, that idiot retreated into his to enemy lands. Okay, here's some armies. Attack closest. I guess I should have paid more attention to their. So what can they hit us with? They got something here. No, that's us. They don't have much. They don't have much at all, actually, that I can see. I wasn't even paying attention to. It might not have told me, but wasn't paying attention to what the province defenses were. I probably wouldn't have done it if I had looked at the province defenses, but that's fine because now I did something stupid, but I still won the battle. And we were all starving over there, anyways. I'm a look on the bright side type of guy, I guess. How's this dude doing? 11 summoning skill. I don't know how long I'm supposed to wait with that guy, with this event. No, I guess I'll leave him there. Just run in a big group of troops forward. You can go back. Alright, that's everybody. I'm just curious who these guys are fighting, or why we're not getting attacked by a stronger army. We can bump you to 30 now. Once we take this, I think we'll start. I mean, I know I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Do I have enough? I do have enough. So let's recruit. And I'm going to put this on repeat. And kind of sucks that we didn't get a chance to get back over here to take those, but we will eventually. We got a significant amount of troops here sitting idle. Let's go down the list here and try to make these to like 23. Whoa, 15? Oh, right. It doesn't have any bad guys neighboring it. $30. We don't have that much money left. I was about to say, maybe we should go for like 35, but nope. We don't have the money. All right, this turn for real is the last turn. This turn that I'm about to play. I want to see if we can get into. It's only gone up 1%. Jesus Christ. It says I have some Android update as well. So we're hoping they don't attack us. We get in, and the world all gives up, and we win the game. Uh-oh. We breached that. Cursed. Positive income. We breached. We can storm anytime now. So now, they died. I wanted to see. Oh. Because remember I had him cast that returning. I wanted to see Shub Chick Tug. He was so good too. Holy Avenger. So how? That's not what I told him to cast. I didn't tell him to cast any of that shit. Maybe I fucked up his spell thing. Man, those things are good. Oh well. He was crazy anyways. Who's next on the being forced into? Hey, is it you? You're brand new. Do we have any that's experienced though? No experienced one. You just got here. You're entering it. Let's see. Can we give you some guards? I'll give you these two. Oh wait, there's something in here. You know what we could do is just put this guy way back. I don't know if that will help. All right. What else are we doing? We said one more turn here. It's going to be probably one more turn after this. Okay, they are bringing in some troops. It's only 30. But our army is not that amazing. All right, we don't have any mindless there. You're into the siege. Attacks closest. Yes. You don't have any troops with you. Where did you come from? You guys need to group up, and you're going to Storm Castle. We don't need you in this. Yeah, the big worry is that he'll cut us off there. Let's build this temple. Because we're way ahead of our dominion. Actually, these guys don't have any dominion either. They got another army there. Do 2. Just barely. You see that? Just barely got to. Okay, what is going on here? They're fighting these other fish guys? On land? What a weird thing to do. Let's keep moving, buddy. I just want to see if I can take this castle. And then once I take the castle, I think I get the ice throne. Maybe I got to do something to it. Let's make sure my research isn't okay. We've got plenty of research going. Where are you going? You're heading continually to move troops. You are heading back. You moving troops forward. You troops forward. I guess these guys are just gonna investigate this event. Fungu is gonna investigate this event for fucking ever. And if we ever... I don't have the money for that. I got so many of those guys, but I guess I need more. They're just all in transit. I lost one. One died. Alright, let's see if we can get into this castle. And then if we're into the castle, hopefully we'll get that as Throne of Ascension. Maybe I'll do one more turn if we don't get the Throne of Ascension. I haven't played Throne of Ascensions where I've actually gotten a throne in forever. Like Michelin last stream was first time I played Throne of Ascensions in an eternity, but I didn't get one yet in that game. It said mummies again. Alright, that is all done. Battle in Tiny Willow. So, forces of Machaka. What? This had a -1. 100 spiders was gained. How the fuck does that happen? I don't know. Got resurrected or something. They took that out, no problem. We captured the fortress. We only lost a Lobo guard and a Moros. $410 people left. Alright, we took this fortress though, and that was the whole goal. Now, how do we do this? Fathom of the Deep gives us 1. Oh, that was just a fort. Spreads Dominion 1. Blesses troops get 5. Blessed troops get 5 cold resistance and produces some stuff. How do we claim this shit? Is it dangerous? They got us. They suddenly have a significant number of troops here and here. It may not have been smart to have went so hog wild to get that, but it was necessary. You can't carry any more of those guys. Oh right, these guys aren't mindless. There's 50 of these. Oh, these are magical. Okay, not a problem. Let's do a little switcheroo here. It's still not enough. Oh, right, of course. That will give negative. Alright. So we got 21 of these guys firing closest. You're going to attack rearmost just for fun. There's only 4 of them left. And you're going to attack closest. You're going to attack closest. Actually, we'll attack closest. Are we moving this turn, though? He's claiming the throne. No, he's claiming the throne. I don't know what he's going to do. We'll say he's going to preach. You're gonna claim. You can't claim it. Why not? Does a prophet have to claim it? I just want to have some. Wow, a prophet must have to claim it. That is an interesting. I didn't know that. Luckily, I had a prophet here with me. All right, so if he's going to have to be here to claim the throne, we're going to have to wait and just try to repel these troops, which means we need to change up how this is. We want our defense to take the main brunt of the combat. And we couldn't. No, he's going to get out of here. And what I mean by that is the defense spawns in front of these guys, so we want them to take the main if we get attacked. So you don't need to be a part of this group right now. You're gonna head off back down this trail. See, this is not good to have this trail of possible issues here where they could cut me off. I mean, I got a fort here, so it's not the end of the world if I get cut off. It's just more issues. You can continue to there. You're gonna continue back this way. I mean, I wouldn't be able to move. I'd have to build up like another army here or something to move to take these guys out. I think we would win. If he attacks into here, which is what he should do with these two, I don't know. It'd be a close fight. We'll find out. And this will be my final turn. I don't know, maybe... No, I'm going to save it when I'm done with this. And I'm going to hit... Well, I'm going to hit in turn, and I'm not going to look at the reports, but I'm basically done. I like to leave it in like a cliffhanger for myself so that so I'm intrigued to get back into it. Machaca or whatever those guys are called, or... Might as well have that guy patrol. Send you are... You go to there. That was it. All right, so that is it for me tonight. I'm going to hit intern on this once I stop streaming, and I'm not going to look, and I'm going to save it. That way, when I come back next time, it will be all fresh on my mind. So I'll probably play Pangea or Michelin next time, and then then come back to this. Probably Pangea next time. I gotta keep the